Welcome everyone to the topic of the week. And the topic of the week this week is self-love. And how important is it that you love yourself, that I love myself, that you are happy and peaceful in your own company. I was actually speaking to a friend of mine about this topic, that I was telling her a story. I was driving in the car and I was so happy, and I was just on my little happy cloud in Lelia land, and I just had a thought and I made myself laugh, and I just thought to myself, God, I'm my own best friend. I love my own company. And that is a beautiful way to be, right? To truly love yourself, to truly empower yourself, to motivate yourself. If something isn't going as well, you have that little voice that's you telling you, you can do it, you're amazing, you're worthy, you're deserving. Everything is going to be more than okay because you are more than enough, right? How wonderful would it be if we always continuously had that voice within us? But a lot of us suffer with negative self-talk and a lack of self-love. Actually, I would say that most of the people with addictions, with drug addiction, medication, alcohol, food, pornography, sex, whatever it may be, have a lack of self-love because they're destroying themselves, right? There is a lack of self-love. So how can you expect to stop if you don't love yourself? So where do we get these beliefs from? And actually, I want to say this because I am a mother, I am a parent, and I do my absolute best as a parent, and I'm sure if you are a parent, you do too, to provide and nurture my child, to give them, great morals and values and so on. But we're only human, right? And life sometimes gets in the way and it stresses us, and sometimes we don't respond the way that we would like to. This obviously has an imprint on our children, and it has had an imprint on us as when we were children. So I'll give you an example. I've had a client that as a child, their parents worked a lot, and the parents worked a lot because they needed to make the money to pay for rent, to provide for the child, to provide a great education. But the child only heard this: my parents aren't here, so I'm not important. My parents aren't here, so they don't love me. So if they don't love me, then I'm not worth loving. Whatever the belief may be, even though the parents thought they were doing their absolute best to provide for their only child, and they loved them so much, they did everything they possibly could. They worked 2 shifts, in a day. It doesn't really matter because the child in that moment only sees it from one perspective, because they're all about the feeling. And the feeling is that I'm not important, I don't matter, and you're not here, so you don't love me. And that's it. Boom. You've just made an imprint that you aren't important, that you're not worth it, that you aren't loved, right? And that sticks and that grows, and you feed on that, and then you sort of attract more of these situations, and you're kind of, justifying it over and over again by basically attracting more of these kind of scenarios, because that's what happens, right? Especially if you're in abusive relationships. How does that start? We see our parents having abusive relationships, so we automatically get attracted to an abusive relationship because that's what's familiar to us. Our mind goes with what's familiar to us, even if that means pain and suffering and hurt and abandonment and abuse. How do we learn to love ourselves? How do we end all of those crippling beliefs that don't serve you anymore? Because you don't deserve to believe that you're not lovable. You deserve to believe that you are lovable, because when you came onto this planet, every baby, when it came onto this planet, you came out with confidence. You came out fueled with life. You were perfect. You were whole. You didn't have a belief like, oh, don't look at my fat rolls. Oh no, I'm exposed. No, they didn't care. They were babies. They were complete. They were whole. They loved themselves and everything around them, right? So as your life went on, you got all of these different imprints from the people around you, from your teachers, from your parents, grandparents, whoever it may have been in your life. How can we end this? An incredible way of doing this, and I bang on about it all the time because it saved my life, is RTT, which is Rapid Transformational Therapy. It's based on hypnosis. It's incredibly effective, and it quite literally saved my life. And many of you know me personally and know that to be true. So I am kind of like my own walking advertisement, which is great because if you'd seen me a few years ago, then you'd know what I'm talking about. So RTT saved me from drug addiction. It saved me from Lyme disease. I have literally 0 symptoms or any kind of pains. I used to suffer from partial paralysis, migraines, the whole shebang, anxiety, depression, eating disorders. The list literally goes on. But I don't have enough time to tell you all about my suffering, and that is not what this video is for. It's to inspire you, because if I can do it, you can do it. Even easier, because you might not have had as many issues as I did, or maybe you do. Either way, there is a solution. There is a quick and rapid solution, because a lot of people think, oh, therapy, it's ongoing. I have to go once a week. I'm going to spend fortunes of money, and is it even going to work? Well, it worked with me, and it works with every single client that I have had. So, what do we do in a session? What is RTT all about? RTT is based on hypnosis, so I will hypnotize you into a very light trance, so you're still aware of my voice, you'll be able to speak, you can say I'm hot, I'm cold, I don't like this, so please wake me up. You have complete power. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. This is not that kind of hypnosis. So a lot of people have watched people, that stage hypnosis and turn you into a chicken and make you into a wooden board as if you're as stiff as a wood. I can't do that. I literally don't know how to do it. And even if I could, then I wouldn't do it. But back to the actual point of self-love. How does the session go? The session goes that I will hypnotize you into a light trance, and we will find the exact cause where that lack of self-love first started. And you'll get a lot of understanding and clarity, because you'll be like, God, really? Is this it? This is the reason? That's incredible. But I'm not that little child anymore. That's not me, because I'm a grown woman now. I can look after myself. I don't depend on my parents' validation or approval. Whatever the reason may be, but that's not you. You're not a little child anymore. You're a grown up now. And because you're a grown up, you have the freedom to make these choices. And do you want to heal? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to love yourself? Because if you do, then take this chance, take this step to free yourself. So I invite you to try RTT with me, because if you do, we can end any old belief that may not serve you anymore. All of those beliefs that I'm not important, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, rich enough, slim enough, whatever those enoughs may be, whatever those beliefs may be, we're going to end, shatter, eliminate those beliefs, reconnect you with your inner child, and then install and reprogram into your subconscious mind positive, powerful, transformational, life-changing beliefs that are going to completely transform the way you see yourself, the way you hold yourself, the way you speak, the way you walk, who you attract into your life. And also there's another thing that actually keeps coming up a lot. As you shift, as you heal, as you transform and change, you'll notice that certain friends may not, align with you anymore. And that's okay, because there are billions of people on this planet that would love to connect with you. So this is a completely normal process, that as you're shifting and you're changing, that your environment changes to the better. This is a great transformation. So if you would like to have a call with me, a free call, you can book an appointment on leliahypnosis.com, or just send me an email or a message. My phone number is on there. You can send me a WhatsApp anytime, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And we can talk about RTT or anything that may be affecting you. And if you want to continue with the therapy with me, guiding you, then I am here to help, because I love what I do, and I do what I love, and I do it with passion. I do it with empathy, and there is a lot of trust between me and my clients, because we're bonding, right? We're connecting. This isn't just, I see my client and then it's like, okay, see ya. You will get continuous coaching throughout your next session. So it's absolutely incredible. Please go to my website if you'd like to know more. My website is also available in German and in Spanish. So you can contact me anytime, because you deserve to feel loved. You deserve to love yourself, because you are lovable. I just need you to believe that now. So I'm sending you so much unconditional love, so much completeness, so much beauty, so much kindness, so much love, and have the most amazing day. All my love. Big kiss.